Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to do my makeup today, and also I'm going to show you what I'm going to wear for work. Yeah, I just wanted to do like get ready with me this morning to go to work. And yeah, so I'm just going to do my makeup from scratch, and I'm just going to talk about a couple of different subjects. The airport, makeup at the workplace, and whatever else I can come up with. Alright, so I'm going to do my makeup now. So it's very early in the morning and I'm just getting ready for work. So I've already applied all my skincare, and this is just like a refresher, a hydrator that I got at a spa that I used to go to before the one that I'm going now. And it's just a metal ball. This is supposed to be like a hydro facial eye replenishing serum. I'm just going to apply my makeup. So for work, I try to just like do like a quick makeup look, nothing too intense. And I really like this foundation, the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Light Makeup. It's literally the one that I've repurchased over and over again, like drugstore. It's actually really good. And I always like to use this brush. I just feel like it's just the quickest. So I finally ordered the MAC NC25. I've been meaning to order this for the longest time. Quick recap. If you don't see any of my TikToks, I believe I said this on TikTok, that I think that this specific concealer is being discontinued. I went to, where was it? Macy's, no, Nordstrom's, and they didn't have it. They had like a different concealer with a pen and whatever. So all the concealers they have right now in Nordstrom's are all liquid. So I just scoured the internet and got this. And somebody was selling it brand new on eBay, so I just went ahead and got it because other people, other websites were selling it, like Dillard's or whatever. I forgot the other ones, but they wanted to charge like 10 or 15 bucks for shipping. I was like, absolutely not. Forget that. I hate paying for shipping. I finally got it because I do have NW. But it's just not good for my skin tone. Like, it's not a match. NW is more like a rosy, where this is more like a yellow, and I prefer this one, obviously. Plus, this is full coverage and doesn't really crease at all. This is the NW and the NC. So it's not like I'm not going to use this one. I'm definitely going to give it use, but this is just better match for my skin. All right, so I'm going in with a MSF because this is just the best setting powder for like day to day. And I'm going to apply Painterly Paint Pot. By the way, I painted my nails brown. It's like an autumn brownish color. It looks a bit reddish, but brown. And I was very indecisive when I went to the salon. Yeah, it's the first time that I wear this color or a color remotely similar. It's just, I'm like into the fall vibes, and I always have like whites on my nails lately, but I decided to just give it a go and try it out. And so far, two Gen Z, or maybe Gen X, have complimented my nails, and I'm like, okay. And this is from Revolution, and I've been liking this bronzer Ola. I always see their stuff in Ulta and they're all so pretty, and I decided to try this bronzer out and I really like it. I'm going to apply Gisou lip oil because I just like to moisturize my lips, and I literally bought this not long ago. I use it so much. I use it like 10 times a day. I'm going to use this palette from Too Faced. Yeah, this palette is one of my favorite palettes lately. I've been reaching out for this a lot. I really love Too Faced. So I'm going in with the lighter color, this one, because I just like to create an even base on my lid. And remember, this is just like a quick makeup look. I'm not trying to impress anybody at work, just to look awake and put together. Okay, I changed the light. Well, I didn't change it. I added a light here so I don't look so yellow. I'm going to take this color. It's called Cozy Up. It's like a really nice brown color. So I'm just gonna apply it on my V and on my crease. So yeah, story time. So one time this manager, I went to work without makeup at one point because we just have to be there like so early. I don't know, I just decided to just go without makeup on. Not that we have to be dressy, that dressy anyway when you work in a manufacturing line as an engineer, but this manager, I reported to him, but he told me, oh my gosh, are you okay? Because you don't have any makeup. Like, you look really, really sleepy. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, duh, of course. It's like early as fuck. But also, like, rude. Like, why would you say that to me? Like, unnecessary comments that older guys just tell younger women. Like, you don't have to tell me I look sleepy AF. I know that. But I wanted to be on time. But also I showered. Okay, I've appropriately moisturized my face and applied all my serums. So I don't do that often. Like, I'm used to wearing makeup for work. Because when I was in college, like before going to engineering, while I was in college, I worked in banks. So we were required to wear makeup. It was definitely like a dress code thing that you could have not gone to work with your face washed, pretty much. Yeah, that was just like not acceptable. Like, you could have gone to HR or something. I'm not joking. But anyway, I am used to putting makeup on for work, but the majority of the women now that I work in a different industry than before, than my first engineering job, to my surprise, a lot of women just don't wear makeup. They just don't care. Maybe they just gave up in life. All right, so I've applied my liner. So this is the black liner that I've applied. I love this eyeliner. It's better than so many eyeliners in Sephora. And I get this at TJ Maxx. It's $5.99. I've bought it a lot of times and I have backups. And also I have this MAC eyeliner, and this is in black, and I just love wearing eyeliners. Like, if I'm in a deserted island and I have to choose just one makeup item, it will always be an eyeliner. I just think that I look awake and, you know, and all that. So for mascara, I use this Anastasia. This is the Lash Sculpt. And then for my brows, I've been using this one, Arches and Halos from Tanya Crooks. I don't know who she is, but I bought this when I was in Pennsylvania. I was like, oh my gosh, my Anastasia brow powder broke. So ever since I got this for the first time, I've been not using it. Like, this is just my go-to. It hasn't even broken at all. And I just feel like this is just so worth it. Okay, so this is from Sephora. This is the Sephora brand. This is the number, let me see here if I can see the number, 22 Midday Rose. This is a holy grail I've repurchased thousands of times, and now I'm going in with Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. Oh my god, yesterday, I'm gonna put more of this lip oil. Yesterday, I literally spent most of the day cleaning this house. Oh my gosh. I thought it was only going to take me like 2 hours. No, it took me all day. It took me all day, and I'm like, what? There goes my Sunday. There goes my Sunday. Since I returned from my supplier trip not too long ago, I had to go to San Diego and to Mexico to visit a supplier. So ever since I returned, I've not done like a deep cleaning, and I just needed to do a deep clean, especially here in my office. So yesterday I had a facial at 10 a.m. I had a micro channel facial, which is better than skin pen for me, for my situation. And I've been loving it. I've been doing it a lot. So I did that because I'm trying to prep my skin for my wedding. So I did that, and then I came back home, had lunch because I was just starving. So I just did like a little healthy bowl, like protein bowl with chicken, avocado, and black beans. And then seasoning on top, obviously, and then some olive oil. So that was my lunch pretty much. And then I started cleaning. It was like 12:30. At 8:30 p.m. I finished. At 8:30 p.m. okay, so I organized this entire room. I threw away so much garbage and papers. I got rid of a lot of mail. I organized books. I cleaned the shelves. I pretty much put purses here. I cleaned the closet. I cleaned this thing entirely, and I vacuumed. I also repainted, well, my fiance did. He repainted my desk because my desk was just looking a bit scruffy, and I am just so happy how organized my office is. I just love having a tidy, organized office. And I've organized all the electronics, cables, all that crap. Super organized. I also cleaned the sheets of my bed, vacuumed the entire room, cleaned all the night tables and surfaces. Same for the living room, dining table. I vacuumed the entire first floor, and the basement I also cleaned that too. The cat just made a mess and I just had to clean it. That took me a while, a solid hour just to clean her mess. Cute little teacup. And then I did laundry, so it was just a lot of like deep cleaning. And I cleaned this bathroom, which I had to spend a lot of time there, but I just love being organized. Now the only thing I have to do is just run to the store and just buy a couple of things. I also washed one bag. Let me show you. So this is a tote that I have from Michael Kors, and it was stained on this side. So I put it in the washer on a delicate setting, and I did not put it in the dryer. But I'm just like in a clean freak mode. At least this is clean, and I feel accomplished that this is all super clean. So I put on this sweater. It is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's a bit chilly, so we're gonna be wearing a sweater going forward from here on out until next year. Sweater season, oh my gosh. I love this sweater. I've had this sweater since forever. This is Ralph Lauren. So Mondays is pretty casual at work. It's like jeans day pretty much. Most teams meet on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So yeah, I do dress up. I do not wear jeans those days, but Mondays and Fridays I do. And I reheated my coffee. Do you like my coffee mug? It's Mr. Always Right. No, Mrs. I'm always right. I know better. I know things. Talking about my trip to San Diego, I don't mind visiting suppliers. It's a learning opportunity to learn about their manufacturing lines, because especially if it's a new supplier to me or to the company. I'm not going to talk about that specifically, but what I'm going to talk about is during the airport. During the flight, the airport experience from any airport, it doesn't matter which airport here in the US specifically. I live in Minnesota, so I live in the Midwest, next to Wisconsin, underneath Canada, if y'all don't know. But the thing is that you would think that flying from here to San Diego would be efficient. Granted, I took a direct flight, which was not bad. It's what I always try to do. The thing is that the time that you are in the security line, and from the time that we all board the plane also specifically, and though that whole entire process to me seems like very antiquated, and I can't help myself to think like that. I'm always you know, like fast forward with my thoughts. I cannot help it how inefficient and how antiquated everything is, how much of a waste of time flying is. Not the flight per se, but everything that comes before that is the painful part to me, and I just can't help it. Like when I went to Canada at the beginning of the year, I thought the same thing because we had to make a couple of stops. I thought the same things every time when I flew to Colombia, when was it, last year, was it? Yeah, I thought the same stuff too. Like, oh my gosh, there has to be people out there that think the same way. Whether you are an engineer or not, I can't help it because I'm always like trying to problem solve. That's my job. I'm a fixer. That's what I do day in, day out. And I even took notes. Stop. I couldn't help myself. I took so many notes. San Diego trip notes. Oh my gosh. So I took so many notes. I just like to do that. But first of all, both doors of the plane should be open so people can board. All right. That's number one. It takes forever to board, and I feel like that process can be cut in half if they create processes. The processes in place are annoying, they're pissing everybody off, and they're shit. How to cut a process in half if it takes forever and a half, right? An eternity and a half. That's the stuff that I think about. And I have ideas like to cut the time in half. I would open the second door. I know people's arguments, what they can answer back, but there's solutions to every argument. There's solutions. Not only that, but I feel like everything is dirty in the airplane. I just feel gross. Yeah, that's just a whole nother issue. Another thing is that the time that we're waiting there, because of security and all that, I understand the security part and the state of the country, but there should be other measures too that could be faster for sure. It requires investment, but those are just my ideas. I just feel so annoyed about how inefficient there's some companies out there that thrive to be inefficient, that thrive to make people waste their times. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know why they do that. It seems like a total of like maybe 7 people on earth think about these things, including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, a couple of other engineers that I know of, or that I might not know of, maybe 2 other random people out there, and myself. I'm kidding. Probably y'all also think the same things. But imagine this, like you have a 3-hour flight that can be a total of a 4-hour event, but it takes 8. It takes double that. How stupid is that, right? How stupid is that? It shouldn't be that way, especially if you're gonna fly from the US to the US, but just a different state. So imagine this, like imagine if I had to go to Chicago. So Chicago is 2 states to the right if you look at a map. And so to get there, it's like a 2-hour flight, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 1 hour. I don't even know, I forgot. I've been to O'Hare before. The thing is that it literally takes like 5 hours to get there, or maybe 6, because you have to go through security, wait, the line, whatever. You have to be at the airport 2 hours before. Then you have to wait just this huge amount of time at the gate until everybody boards, like a half an hour ordeal. So those are the things that I think about. So about this line, let me see here my notes. So the boarding was 6 minutes late. And I don't think there was a reason for that because the ladies were there at the gate. So 6 minutes late, plus they took forever to board a couple of people at first. Also, people themselves just take the longest time to put their shit where it has to be. Like if everything is packed, you should just allocate your stuff in its bin or whatever and just sit. I don't know why people just take 10 years and a half to sit down. Another thing is that I saw so many people coughing. There's literally like 4 people coughing. Here's my thoughts with that. Everybody has allergies and whatnot. And you know, some people, like maybe you had a sip of coffee and you cough randomly. But there was people that were actually sick, that were coughing a lot. But here's my thoughts with that. If you're sick, don't fly anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go to work. don't go anywhere because you're gonna make other people sick unnecessarily. Those are my thoughts. When I'm sick, I don't go out. When I'm coughing, I stay here. I just go out for a walk or for a run outside. I don't go to the gym because I just try to not make anyone sick. So I cannot believe there was like 4 people coughing their brains out at the gates. I'm just perplexed, to be honest, how little decency people have nowadays in public. But whatever, that's just, we can go crazy with that conversation. But anyway, enough rambling. I feel like I've been talking since forever. I'm not going to talk about the hotel or the car, whatever. All I'm going to say is just be careful with what these people charge you and call them back immediately. That's what I did. Yeah, you just have to watch yourself. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next one. Bye.